What is happening, good people of YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're back here, Farming Simulator 25. It's our Rags to Riches series, episode number 32. And in the last episode, we planted some oats, our first arable crop in the series. We're going to have to buy a harvester. Right now, we do have to finish up the first day of March by fertilizing our grass fields. Then we can go ahead and sleep until the second day of March. Hopefully there's some contracts to do. Currently our bank account at $215,000. Let's go ahead and let's fertilize this field. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start it on up. And here we go, fertilizing this field. And we're backing out this camera here. And pretty important process here to fertilize this grass. It's going to give us a little bit more yield, and we are going to wait until April to harvest the grass, even though the grass is ready to be harvested right now. We do want to wait that extra month to get that extra yield. And we have to start thinking about what we're going to do to spend our money. In the month of April, I do want to plant some rice, so we're going to have to create a rice field, and we are also going to have to buy ourselves a rice planter. And additionally, we are going to have to, I don't know, buy some other equipment. I mean, eventually we're going to need a rice harvester. We're also going to need a regular harvester, but we probably won't need that for another couple of months. It's going to be about $100,000 to buy the cheapest harvester. I mean, we really don't need a crazy big harvester at this point in the series. We just need something that's going to get us our oat. And I think oat's the kind of crop where we can harvest it and then we'll have one cycle of grass that we can plant in the field, just to make some extra money. And speaking of money, it is growing here on the farm. All right, I think this should do it. We'll just kind of come down the middle here, get all the sections that we missed, and we'll have to take a look at the map just to make sure we're hitting all the areas, but I'm pretty sure we got the whole field now. I didn't use the GPS lines, which really would have helped. Probably would have saved a little bit of fertilizer too, but you know what? We got to do it. All right, let's go ahead over to the other field. We're going to start fertilizing this. Make sure we get all the way back in here. And don't run over the cliff there. And this should be good enough. We'll just run this down towards this sheep pen. We'll turn around, we'll come back and get the other side. And again, I should have used the GPS lines. Really would have helped probably conserve a little bit of this fertilizer. But I just want to get this done so we can go sleep to the second day of March. And that should do it. Let's go ahead and turn the fertilizer spreader off. Now we're going to need the fertilizer spreader the second day of March so we can fertilize that oat field. Whoa, look out. That car is speeding down the road. Almost killed us. I'm just saying. All right, let's go on up the hill. And let's park this fertilizer spreader right over here by our house. We're actually going to leave it attached to the tractor, I think. And let's go ahead and turn this tractor off. Now, what we didn't do in the last episode, we didn't check the used vehicle market. Right now, we've got a skidder. It's used to pull logs out of the forest. We're not going to need this thing yet. Maybe at some point in this series we'll have something like this, but we don't need it right now. We do have a nice sprayer here. This is a fertilizer sprayer, but I think our fertilizer spreader does the same thing pretty much. And here is a Valtra S Series tractor. It's 50% off, $128,000. We don't really need another tractor at this point, even though this thing is pretty cool. We had a Valtra before, and it cost us a lot of money in upkeep, so we're going to steer clear of this at this point. Now, we did buy this trailer, and we fixed it up, but I think we're going to end up keeping it. At this point, I don't know that we should sell it because we are going to need a trailer when we harvest our oat. Taking a look at the crop calendar, we're going to have to harvest our oat in July. So I think we should hold on to the trailer at this point. As you can see, in the month of April, we can plant some rice, but we're going to have to make a rice field. And we can do that as soon as we sleep. We can also plant corn, and sunflowers are available to plant as well, but we're going to steer clear of that at this point. I mean, part of me is kind of wanting to buy this Valtra tractor. We could bring it back to the farm. We could spruce it up. We could wait a month and sell it. It would probably bring us a pretty penny if we went and bought it and fixed it up. And we do have the money now to start flipping some of these vehicles. It's a really good way to make some money. Now, I'll tell you what, I mean, not a bad idea right here. We are going to go ahead and buy this just as it sits. It's going to be $128,626. We're going to go buy it. We'll bring it back to the farm. We'll spruce it up. We're going to wait until the month of April, and we can sell it and make a really good profit on it, I'm sure, once we fix it up and repaint it. All right, so there it is, $128,626. Let's go ahead and buy it, but bam. We got $86,950 in the bank. Let's hop over to the shop and pick it up. And here it is, our Valtra S286. Now we're just buying it so that we can fix it up and flip it. We'll take it back to the shop here, and we'll get it all spruced up and ready to go. It is the first day of March, so hopefully in this episode we'll get to the month of April, and we will go ahead and be able to sell this back. We just have to remember how much money we spent on it. Now, I'm not sure how much it's going to cost us to repair it and how much it's going to cost to paint it up. Hopefully we have the money to do that. Let's go ahead and call the ferry over, and we'll head on back to the farm. All right, coming back on the farm, let's go ahead and park this thing right outside the shop, and let's get to fixing it. All right, $4,548 to repair it. Let's go ahead and do that. And the thing's in really good condition now. We are going to let it sit here for one more month, and in the month of April we can go ahead and sell it after we paint it up, and we'll see how much money we can make for it. And let's go ahead and sleep. Nothing else to do here the first day of March. Let's catch some Z's. You know, we're going to set the time to wake up at 7:30 because we like to get a head start on things. Well, here it is. It is the second day of March here on the farm. First things first, we've got to fertilize our oat field. So let's jump in the Deutz Fahr and let's go ahead and fertilize that oat field. Let's start up the tractor, and here we go, fertilizing the oat field. Then we're going to look at the used vehicle market. We'll see what new has come aboard. We're going to check on some contracts, see if we can't knock some of them out. And then we'll check all the things that we have to check in a new day. All right, we're actually turning the GPS lines on so that we can get this taken care of. Let's go ahead and fertilize this field. All right, there it is. The field has been fertilized. Let's go ahead and turn the GPS off. And let's park our fertilizer spreader over here. Let's just plop it right by this greenhouse. And there it is. All right, checking on the price of goat milk, and it is on the decline. Checking on the price of lettuce, and it as well is on the decline. Here's one thing that we have to check: fabric. Next month, in the month of April, we are going to be able to sell our fabric. Looks like it's going to be around $16,000 per pallet. Now, right now, we can get $17,963 from the playground. Looks like that amount is going down. I wonder if we should just sell it right now for $17,963. I feel like that would be a good idea. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do it. We have been working hard putting the wool into the spinnery, and perhaps this is the step we need. At some point we're going to have to buy the Tailor Shop, but I don't think we're there yet. Let's hook up our little trailer. Let's head on to the spinnery. Let's collect all of our wool, and let's take it to the playground, see how much money we can get for it. I mean, it's almost $18,000 per pallet, and we have about 5 pallets sitting over here at the spinnery. So I'm imagining, you know, if you multiply 5 by 18, it's probably $90,000 in fabric. And I think with that money, it might be time to think about buying another sheep pen. But we do have to save money for a harvester. Let's not forget about that. All right, coming up here on the spinnery, and take a look. Oh, look at this, 6 pallets of fabric. That is unbelievable. All right, lowering down the flap. Let's go ahead and pick up these pallets, and we don't have a front loader. Wow, okay. Well, now we got to return the tractor to the farm. We got to grab the front loader. Unless you can pick up these pallets of fabric by hand, which I don't think you can do. Still don't want to get the mod liftable pallets. Let's see. Nope, it's just too heavy. 400 kilograms. Not going to do it. I don't want to pull my back out. And you shouldn't either. All right, while we're on the way back to the farm, we do have a bale wrapping contract here for round bales. We could probably do that. We actually have 2 of them here. We have a deadwood contract still out there, and then stone picking and wood transport. So perhaps we'll grab our bale wrapper and we can go do those jobs. Get us another $8,000 in the bank. All right, here we go back at the spinnery now. We have the front loader attacher, and let's go ahead and pick up these pallets and let's put them on the little trailer. Wow, 6 pallets of fabric. I mean, that's going to bring us almost $100,000, probably a little bit more than $100,000. And I tell you what, maybe we should just kind of have a rule that the money we make from fabric, we throw it right back into sheep. And we could buy another sheep pen and we could put it somewhere on the farm, get ourselves some more wool going into the spinnery. I mean, the more wool, the merrier. All right, here we go up to the playground. Let's turn in this fabric. God knows what they're going to use it for. Maybe they're making tents. All right, here we go. The moment of truth. Bam, selling all the fabric. $107,829. Wow, that is awesome. What a huge haul for this spinnery. And we are just moving right along here. And I tell you what, we're going to be buying that Tailor Shop sooner than we think. And this series is in a really good place right now. With us making some money, we are really starting to build something here. And one of the goals of the series is to buy the Tailor Shop and have it successfully running. We also want to leave ourselves with a nice bank account. I don't know, somewhere $500,000, $1 million, something like that. And then we'll have completed this series. And then it's, I don't know, time to move on to another series. What do you think? Leave it in the comments down below. I feel like I should do the same type of series, maybe on a different map. Maybe a rags to riches on Hunan, Pantai, whatever that map is. We could get into some rice and other things. The other thing we could do is use a modded map. I don't know. The options are endless, but for right now, we're just going to concentrate on this series itself. And let's head back to the farm. All right, coming back on the farm, it looks like we've got a couple pallets of wood here as well. Taking a look at the sawmill, could use a couple of trees. There is a deadwood contract out there. The deadwood contract is in a really good part of the map, pretty easy to get to. So perhaps in this episode, maybe we'll do these two bale wrapping contracts. We can pop in this deadwood contract, and we can put some more wood back into the sawmill. I mean, at this point, we could probably get this wood up onto the trailer. We could take it to the playground and make a couple extra bucks here. I don't know what this is going to go for. It looks like long planks and regular planks. All right, picking up the long planks. We also have 2 pallets of lettuce at our greenhouses by the road, and I'm not sure if we have any more up at the other farms. Well, we could check that out. We definitely want to sell any lettuce that we have because the price is going down so much. All right, there we go. Wood beams, or actually long planks, in the trailer. Let's go grab our regular planks. All right, here we go. Regular planks going on the trailer. I tell you what, we're going to go back to the playground. Load these things up, and I don't know, maybe $8,000, $10,000, something like that, probably. All right, well, away we go. Let's get on down to the playground and make that money. All right, here we go. Coming up to the playground. Let's sell this wood, add some more money into our bank account. And don't forget, next month we can sell that voucher tractor. Probably going to bring us a pretty penny. And there we go. $11,365 in the bank account. Man, that is pretty awesome. I tell you what we're going to do. We got some bale wrapping contracts, and we have a deadwood contract we can do. We definitely want to put more deadwood into our sawmill. So that should probably take priority here. And honestly, part of me thinks we should sell that trailer. We're not going to need it for like 4 more months. And maybe when that time comes, we can buy a better trailer or something. But, you know, logically, we already have it, so let's just hang on to it. We don't really need the money that bad. So let's head on back to the farm. We'll probably grab our chainsaw. Maybe we'll grab our little Kubota, and we will go take that to do the deadwood contract. That's pretty exciting. All right, back here on the farm, we're going to grab our cool little Kubota. I think I'm saying that wrong. I always say things wrong, and that's fine. I mean, that's what happens on this channel. And look, if you know how to say it, let me know in the comments. Spell it out phonetically. Oh, here we go, starting up the engine, the Kubota RTV. Man, this thing is pretty cool, I gotta tell you. All right, let's hook up this little trailer thing. I'm pretty sure it has the right connection to hook it up. If not, then that's fine. Oh, look at that, it's hooked up. All right, going to the contracts. We got a deadwood here. We're gonna accept that contract. And let's go ahead there right now. It's field number 27. And once again, we're headed to the playground area. And this is on the way to the playground. Pretty exciting. I mean, we're going to be able to put wood in the Kubota as well as putting it in the little trailer. And another thing we need to do in this episode, we need to create ourselves a rice field. And I've never done that before. I have no idea how to do it, but we are going to figure it out together. But we're going to create a rice field. In order to create the rice field, we have to buy an additional field. And I think we're going to buy the little one that's next to the field where we planted our oats. We're going to go ahead and purchase that land. We will turn half of it into a rice field. And I'm not sure what to do with the other half. Perhaps we can plant something that can be planted in April. And because it's only a half a field, maybe we can plant something that's, just sort of an experiment. Not sure what that would be. Perhaps some sunflowers, maybe some corn, just to see if there's any money in it. We'll have to check the crop calendar and see what's advantageous to grow. I don't really want to get into anything like cotton or carrots, green beans, or spinach, because harvesting that stuff is really, really expensive and we just aren't ready for that yet. So we're probably going to bring back 2 trees. This Kubota is struggling pulling this trailer. Perhaps it wasn't such a smart idea. And when the trailer is full of wood, boy, it's probably going to struggle to get back to the farm. But we'll make do. Sure, this little Kubota is like the little engine that could. It's going to make it. All right, here we are coming up to field number 27 here on our right. And these trees are pretty easy to chop down. And we're just going to park this trailer right here. And let's knock down some of these trees. We'll turn the engine off. And let's start with this one. Let's knock it down towards that hill over there. And then we'll chop it up. We'll put it in the trailer. And we just need about 2 trees here. Alright, well, we are back on the farm, and that was tedious. This little Kubota cannot haul a trailer full of wood like this. And let's go ahead and put this wood in the loading zone. Let's get it all loaded up in there. We got 3 logs that they can't make it, so we're going to go ahead and accept the contract payment. There we go, and the logs are gone. And boy, this little Kubota, we can take it to the jobs, but it cannot be pulling this trailer full of wood. And even right now, I'm stuck. All right, now we're unstuck. Let's just take this thing back to the farm. I mean, I think what's happening is it's just too heavy on the back end, and the front wheels are lifting up, and then you can't steer it. So, yeah, we're just gonna have to remember that this little Kubota, not meant for the deadwood contracts. We'll just use this thing to get back and forth and ride around on the farm. All right, we got a couple pallets of wool that we need to take to the spinnery. We're just going to drop this trailer off right here. We're going to let our front loading tractor come and get it. And let's go park the Kubota. We will hop in that tractor with the front loader. We're going to bring it down here, load up the wool. We'll take the wool to the spinnery. We still have 2 contracts that we can do for bale wrapping, so we could do that as well. And we need to think about buying the field that is next to us up here on the main farm. All right, let's load this thing up. We'll go grab the trailer here, drive it down to the other sheep pen. Now we do have 2 pallets of lettuce over here, and I wonder if we have any on the main farm. And we do have 2 down by the road, so that's 4. And if we're getting, you know, $3,000 per pallet of lettuce, we're probably going to get another $12,000 or so here. All right, we're going to load this wool up onto the trailer, and we'll take it to the spinnery. And we got to think about buying some more sheep. I think we have the money to do it, but first things first, we got to buy that field, and we need to make a rice field. There we go, grabbing wool bale number 2. And let's plop this thing up on the trailer, and there we go. Wool is up on the trailer. Let's take it to the spinnery. And once we get back to the farm, I tell you what, we're going to be looking to make that rice field, and we're going to check out the rice planters. I think it's about $25,000, which we can certainly afford. Got to check the used vehicle market as well. It is a new day. And hopefully at some point there'll be a harvester that comes available. If not, then we're going to wait until August when we can harvest our oat, and that's when we will purchase a harvester. We don't want to get into a situation where August comes and we don't have enough money for a harvester. So we might end up buying one early just to make sure we have the funds to do it. And that would really suck, having a field of oats sitting around. We can't harvest it. All right, here we are at the spinnery. There we go, dropping that wool off into the spinnery. Let's head back to the farm. And let's check out a couple things while we're heading back to the farm. Taking a look at the spinnery right now, 3,600 liters of wool in there. It is producing the fabric. Our sawmill is full, and it is going to work for us. Right now it looks like the sheep have enough grass, except this sheep pen out of grass. So they are stopping the wool production. They're actually using their meadow up, which is really good. Perhaps they can keep doing that until we get into the next month when we'll have our grass to harvest. And it looks like the goats are eating their grass as well. All right, let's drop our little trailer off here. We do have to sell our lettuce, but we're not going to do that at this point. We will do that in this episode, though. Taking a look at the used vehicle section, we do have a bale trailer. We could also use this for lettuce as we get more stuff. It's 56% off. It's only $8,983. We've got a mulcher, which can be used for a bunch of different things. And here is a header. This is going to attach to a harvester. It is 7.6 meters wide, and it does oats, which is great. It also does canola and a couple other things, so 61% off is not a bad deal. Normally it's $35,000. It's only $5,000 more than the cheapest header, so I mean, pretty good deal. I kind of think we should jump on it. Otherwise, you know, we'll have to buy one of these. These are less width, so I kind of like the 7.6 meters. If we take a look at harvesters, these are pretty expensive. This is the Fendt harvester that goes with that header, but that doesn't say you can't use that header with this, like Massey Ferguson, this cheap little one. There is also a Mack truck here where we can attach a semi-trailer. We don't really need that at this point, but we are going to buy this free flow 25-foot Fendt trailer. Or not trailer, it's a header. What the hell am I talking about? Now, we don't have a harvester. We don't really have a way to get it back to the farm, but we're going to buy it, and we have worked a deal with the shop owner. They're going to let us keep it there. Let's go ahead and buy it. $13,622, but buy them. All All right, let's look at this farmland. Field number 41, $70,000. I think that's the way to go to build a rice field. We could just split this in half. We do have the $70,000. The other thing we could do is start coming over this way across the road. $118,000 for this field. I just think they're a little too big for rice. We could also do one of these, but they're not really flat, and I kind of want a flat field for my rice. Now, if we take a look at the crop types, it looks like we do have something growing in this field, and it probably is potatoes, judging by the color. Yes, there are potatoes growing, and we don't want to have anything to do with potatoes. Let's look at what other fields are available that have stuff planted in them. Up here we got sugar beets, we got cotton. I'm not sure what's planted in this one, maybe barley. We got some sunflowers, I think, across the way here. Definitely grass in this field. We have canola in this field with some sunflowers. I'm really looking for other fields of oat. If I just single out oat fields, there's one down here, there's one over here. There's a few strewn about the map. There's one up this way. I really think we should buy this field. I mean, we can cultivate it. We can dig up the potatoes that are in it. It's kind of a shame that it's potatoes and not something we can use. But I think we're going to go ahead and buy this field, and we're going to turn half of it into a rice field. And let's see how that goes. All right, bam, there it is. Field number 41 is now ours. Now, the real question is, do we wait till August? Oh, we could harvest some potatoes and skip out on the rice for right now. Yeah, these potato harvesters are pretty expensive. I don't think we're going to be able to afford one of those. But who knows? Never say never. So maybe what we'll do is we will keep half of the field as potatoes and just kind of see what happens. Well, this is our field here. I'm wondering if it's going to let us build on top of the potatoes. We're probably, let's see, half of this field. Boy, that's a big field. Yeah, half of the field is somewhere around in this area here. All right, let's try and make this rice field here. We'll start up here in this corner, and let's see what happens. All right, now we are coming down. Boy, halfway down. That's a big old rice field. Well, let's just see what happens. Let's just go to right about here. I mean, I'm assuming we can always expand it. Maybe we'll go a little bit further. All right, so right about here, and then we'll come across. Let's make sure that's semi-straight. We'll go here, and then we'll take it up to here. There we go. Now let's try and get the height right. I feel like if we could lower it, and it actually digs it down into the ground. Let's go ahead and try this, and let's go ahead and hit the finish button. Bam, there we go. There is our rice field. It's kind of sunken down a little bit, not too much. Should be able to flood that thing. It already puts a pump there, and look at that. We still have about a half a field of potatoes, and we can just leave that as it is. So we have a little field over here. We have a rice field, our first rice field. Wow, check it out. This is pretty cool. Now I'm not really sure what to do first. I'm assuming that you plant the rice first and then you can flood it. I don't think we're gonna flood it now. I'm pretty sure, gosh, I don't even know if we have to cultivate it or whether we can just run a seeder over it. I'm not sure. Well, here's the Isiki rice planter. So we do have to buy this. We have some saplings, but I think we're gonna need some seeds as well. Man, this is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and buy this thing. 25,500 bucks. There we go. All right, now we do need some fertilizer to put in it. We already have, I think, like a half a bag of fertilizer down at the shop. So let's go ahead down there. We'll hop in our rice planter and drive it on back to the farm. Oh yeah, here it is. Our little rice planter. This thing is awesome. Man, let's head over here to our little bag of fertilizer, and let's see if we can't plop this fertilizer in here. And there we go. Whoop! All right, it is filled up. 250 liters of fertilizer, And let's take this thing back to the farm. This is awesome. Look at this. How cool is this? We're going to take it over to our greenhouse where we have our rice saplings. We'll load this thing up with rice saplings, and we are ready for April when we get to plant our rice. Once the rice saplings are planted, I believe you flood the field, and then you just kind of have to keep an eye on it, I think. We will figure it out together. Man, check it out with its cool little wheels. Man, this thing is really neat. Pretty easy to maneuver too. I mean, it's going to be exciting planting that rice field. And if you are excited for that rice field, then go ahead and hit that like button. And you know what? It's a perfect time to ask yourself the question of the day. Are you subscribed to the channel? And if the answer is no, stop what you're doing right now and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so you're notified of all the content coming out. Hit the like button and leave your comments down below. It doesn't even matter what you say. Alright, well, we're back here on the farm. We've got a few pallets of rice saplings. I wonder if we just drive over here. I wonder if it'll let us start putting it on there. Oh, look at that. That is awesome. Wow, the thing's full. One pallet. Boy, we're going to have a lot of pallets of rice saplings, I gotta tell you. Because this thing is full of rice saplings, and it only took one pallet. I wonder how many it's going to take to fill up that field. Tell you what, we're going to drive this thing over, and we're going to put it right by the field. Now, I know we can't plant it yet, but we're going to be prepared for the next month. So let's go ahead and put this planter right over here by this field. All right, here it is. The rice planter is over here by the field. Let's go ahead and turn it off and head back to our farm. We do have to sell our lettuce, and we also have 2 contracts that we're going to do. We've got the bale wrapping contracts here, so we're probably going to do those. That's another $8,500, $8,600. Not going to take us very long. We do have a bale wrapper. I'm pretty sure it does the size that this is looking for, 4.75. I mean, we'll have to find out when we get over there, honestly. So let's go ahead and accept these 2 contracts for the bale wrapping. Let's hop in our Deutz Fahr and let's start it up. We'll go grab the bale wrapper and let's go do those 2 contracts, make a few bucks. And then I think that's pretty much all we can do. Aside from selling our lettuce, that's all we can do here this second day of March. And hopefully we'll be able to get into the month of April as soon as we're done these contracts. Now, if you remember, we do have the front bale wrapper as well, which is always a good time. So we can hook up with this thing, and we can put one on the back. And these bale wrapping jobs are going to be a hoot. I mean, it's always fun to go around and wrap up those bales. Now, the one thing we might need is paper, but I think we have enough bale wrap on this equipment. So we got 7 out of 10. I mean, let's just go ahead and head to these jobs. And it's field number 27. I believe it's out this way. So we're going to head there now and get these contracts done. Oh, no. Oh, the field over here is square bales. Oh, what did we do? Boy, we are not that smart. I should have looked. I assumed that they were both round bales, but they are not. This one is square. We're going to have to cancel that job. Dang it. Well, I wonder if it'll let us. Let's try. Nope. Well, crap. Well, let's do this field over here. And we're going to have to suffer the consequences of our actions. Oh boy, the wrap rolls are empty for the one in the front. Oh boy, this is just not turning out to be a great idea. Whose idea was it to do these contracts? Oh yeah, that's right. It was mine. All right, well, there it is. This job is completed, and oh man, disappointed that we cannot do this on the field. I should pay more attention, but I didn't. Let's go ahead and fold up the bale wrappers, and we're going to get back to the farm. All right, we got to cancel this job, lose all the payment. Yes, I mean, we didn't really get paid yet. And let's get paid for that job, and we'll clear out that one. And that's it. So we got about 5,400 bucks, maybe 5,500 bucks. Bank account up to 91,000, which isn't bad. Let's head on back to the farm, and I believe that's all we can do for this episode aside from selling our lettuce. And we are going to sleep until the month of April. And in the month of April, there's a lot of stuff to do. That is going to be super exciting. Spring is here. I'm pretty excited. One of the first things we get to do in April is we get to sell that voucher that we fixed up. And that's probably going to get us I don't know, 150, 160,000 maybe? I mean, that is going to be great. I think we're going to use that money to buy another sheep pen. I mean, you know the saying now on the channel, the more wool the merrier. I don't even know what that means. All right, well, we know this front bale wrapper needs paper, so when we take the voucher down next month to sell it, I'm pretty sure we're going to take this bale wrapper down with us, and that way we can fill it up with paper. So let's just put our bale wrapper, let's back it up, I guess. All right, we'll just drop it right here. I mean, nobody cares. It's our farm. All right, to the John Deere we go. We need the front loader to grab the lettuce. We have 2 pallets down on the lower farm by the road. I think we have 1 or 2 up here by this sheep pen. Let's take a look. It is 2 pallets, so that's going to be a total of 4. And let's check the greenhouse up here on the main farm. We'll see how many pallets are up here. Hopefully it's 2. And it looks like, yeah, we got 2 pallets up here as well. Let's go ahead and park this the Deutz Fahr tractor right here. Go ahead and turn it off, hop it out. So that's 6 pallets of lettuce. It's going to get us about $18,000. We do need our little trailer, which I believe is over here. All right, well, it has been raining the entire month of March, pretty much. Yeah, let's go down this hill. We have got to build like a little road or something there. That would be pretty fun. We're going to start down at the lower greenhouses, grab up the lettuce. And I got to say, I'm pretty excited. We're at a really good point in this series. Once we get that 3rd sheep pen, we are going to really be rocking with the wool production into the spinnery. And I think I'm going to wait until we have 4 active sheep pens in order to get the Tailor Shop. Because I just don't know that we're going to have enough wool. I'll lower this thing down a little bit. And let's get these lettuce pallets onto this trailer. That way we can make some extra money right at the end of the episode. All right, there we go. 7 pallets of lettuce all loaded up. Should give us somewhere around 21,000, something like that. Let's go ahead and sell these things right now. Put us over 100 grand in the bank, and bam, there we go. 21,489 in the bank. Let's go ahead and return our little trailer. We'll just park it over here. Here we go, right here in this little area right here. And this is actually a pretty good place to put a little shed, but I'm thinking about putting another greenhouse in this little area if I'm going to be honest. So I think that is all that we can do for the second day in March. Let's go ahead and hop out. Let's check the contracts one more time. Deadwood, stone picking, wood transport, really nothing for us to do here. And everything is working like it should. We need grass with the sheep, but they got some meadow to eat. Our greenhouses are doing well. The spinnery has wool. It's producing some fabric. Nothing really to do in the used vehicle market. I mean, we could buy that trailer, but not sure that we're going to do that. So that's at $113,000 in the bank. We're going to hold on to that money because I'm not sure what we're going to need to buy in the month of April, and we might want to buy some more sheep. Well, we're definitely going to want to buy some more sheep as soon as we sell that voucher tractor. So let's go ahead and sleep into the month of April. Yes, a good night's sleep is what we need, and we are coming into the month of April. April showers bring those May flowers, and here we are. A beautiful, beautiful sunny morning. Let's run over here. Let's check on our field of oats and let's see the little sprouts. They're so cute. Here we go. It's the oat sprouts. We are going to need to fertilize this field. We are good to plant our rice. We've got some more lettuce that's spawned. That's pretty exciting. And we get to sell our voucher tractor, and we are going to do that in the next episode. I want to thank you guys for sticking with me. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for all the love and support on the channel. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you're notified of all the content coming out. Don't forget, you got to hit the like button as part of YouTube rules, and leave your comments down below. It doesn't even matter what you say. So come on back for the next episode. It is going to be jam-packed full of fun. We've got rice, we've got money, we've got sheep, we've got contracts I'm sure that are going to be popping up. We're going to check the used vehicle market, and we're just generally going to have a lot of fun. You know how we do it here on the channel in this series. But most importantly, I want to thank you guys for letting me be a part of your day. It means a lot. And we're going to see you right back here in the next video.